Within the next 15 seconds, you're probably going to say this is one of the most unique interviews we've ever had on Valuetainment, and here's why. My guest today is Latif Yahya, who is known, he's living his own life right now, doing his thing, but prior to this, he lived a very interesting life. One day, he gets a knock on the door by his classmate, who happens to be Saddam Hussein's son, Uday, and he says, "I want you to be my double." And he says, "What do you mean double?" He says, "I want you to be my double." He turns him down at first, and then he's going to tell you what happens next. There was a book written about it saying, "I was Saddam's son," a movie that I watched the moment it came out in 2011 called The Devil's Double. With that being said, my guest today, Latif Yahya. Latif, thank you so much for being a guest on Valuetainment.
You're welcome.
So, Latif, I think it's fair to say you've lived an interesting life.
Hard life. We can't say interesting. For me, was from the minute I joined this team by force, wasn't an enjoyable moment or enjoyable job to do.
Now, before that happened, and let's go back a little bit. Let's go back on how you got connected with Saddam Hussein's family. How did that relationship come about?
We was together in the same school, in high school. We spent a few years together, same school. This was a special school for all the high educated people, minister sons, politician sons, and was close to my home too. And here we was met first time he was in my school, in my class. And I was very worried, as advice from my dad, to don't be nearly of those family or the government or anything. My father is very peaceful man, rest in peace now. And I listened to him, but the problem was with Uday at the time, and we become nearly know each other. I was painting. I love painting since I was child. And when the Saddam Hussein became a president, he was the vice president in Iraq. I paint his picture and full size, the big picture, and he look at it and he say, "Wow, this is nice, this is that," and he took it off me, and from here started.
So you had met Saddam Hussein before through his son Uday, or was that
No, this is
you met Saddam
this is
first
a
time?
this is was a school competition painting,
Got it.
and Uday he saw the painting and he took it.
I got it. And so in 1979 is when he became a president. So when you said you were in high school with Uday, what year was that?
Up till I finished my university in 1987, 4 years before that, or
Okay.
4.5 years. Yeah.
So he was already president. He was already a powerful man. He was already, had a reputation. And for some that don't know, I mean, this is before we go into that angle. One of the things I want to know from you is, even prior to him being a president, I'm from Iran, so I've had to study a lot of Saddam Hussein because, I was born in 78. So if I'm born 78, 4 months before the Shah went in exile, October of 78, my lifeline. I stayed there till 1989. So I was there for the whole war between Iran and Iraq. It wasn't the prettiest thing. But who was Saddam Hussein before he became president and vice president, way before that?
Saddam Hussein, he was a head of, we say, intelligence service. At the time, they call it Hanin. What this was, Protect and Ba'ath Party. And because of his background, and he's a very clever person, because we can't deny that. But he been elected by Ba'ath Party to start what called intelligence service, and he named it Hanin. Hanin means something is very hard to explain. But anyway, he became the head of intelligence service of Ba'ath Party before all this happened.
Got it.
And they was assassinate all these people what not belong to them or against them or do stuff against Ba'ath party till he become a vice president.
So he was known as someone that some called him a hitman, some called him a vicious man, some called him a fearless man, but he was feared amongst people way before he got into politics. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that because this is his story, and he himself he was saying that I start this and I start that, and he was saying always this chair didn't come easy to me. Was something we did with our colleagues, with our brothers to get to this power.
Got it. Okay, so now let's fast forward. You're in high school. You're with Uday. You draw this painting. He sees it. He likes it. Were you guys best friends, or were you just classmates when he first saw this?
Classmate, I can't say it because I didn't like it from day one. He arrived to my class in Pacific, you know. First of all, he was coming with his Porsche. He was a teenager, and he have a Porsche, yellow Porsche, very stupid color yellow. It's not even normal color. And uh, with painting, I was. This is my hobby. I was playing basketball, and he come and put his car where is the basketball place. He don't let anybody play basketball. He don't. He harassing anybody. At the time, we have this. Uh, we talking 70s and beginning 80s. These afro hair, big hairs, and he have really big hair. And he come on 2 3 security with him always just stand up around. When he come to the class, because he was taller of us, he was sitting in the back, and two people sit, one here and one here and one beside him, right for him. All the teachers say he don't do anything. This was his attention in the class, but I can't deny it. He was very, very clever.
So he was also clever like his father. Interesting.
He's very clever. He's very clever, but in a mean ways.
In a mean way.
Yeah, and he don't like to see somebody higher of him or clever more than him or answer the teacher in a good way. He be really upset because he think he's a bigger person. He's a more powerful. Even with that, he have so much jealousy inside him. I don't know. After we met and sit, and I understand why he was suffering from that.
What was he? Did he have a reputation even then in high school as somebody who was ruthless, or he hadn't developed a reputation yet?
In the beginning, he was very shy. To be fair, he was very very shy. But the second year start all these exaggeration and stuff because us, you are from Middle East and we are neighbor. As a school separate boys and girls,
Mm-hmm.
only in university. But as a boys' schools, he come in with a girlfriend and was the closest school for a girl beside us. He pick his girlfriend and come to the school with his girlfriend, sitting in class. And one of the teacher, he asked him, you're not allowed to do that. You know, please take this girl out of here. Anyway, we didn't never saw this teacher anymore. I don't know what's happened to him.
Also, when the teacher told to take the girl out, you never saw the teacher ever again.
Yeah, we never saw him. After he left the class, I don't know where he disappeared.
Got it. So that was one mistake right there, telling him he couldn't have girlfriends there. Did you hear stories with them? Like when you went to high school, did you see him fighting? Did you see him killing yet? Did you see him doing anything yet during high school? Was there any signs yet?
No, killing, no. Fight, we can say in a mean way, yeah, he always pushing people like that, but he always have a gun. Small gun, Magnum, he always carry with him in school, in the high school. You can't have a gun. But he come and he's always put it in his pocket or he put it in, he have a cover for a gun beside his leg, and he sometimes play with it like that. Just there's a lot of people, especially in the school, was want to be close to him because he's the power. And us Middle East people like power, people like that. At the time, my family is the rich family and known in Baghdad. Uh, I have a car too in this age, but wasn't a Porsche. We can't say Porsche or like it's something. Just my dad, he bought it for me. And in this age, you can't have even a car. I don't have even a license. But something, Middle Eastern business people do the fantasy. Okay, my son is under age, but he's driving a car. You know, I have a Lada, the first car.
You
And
did?
what at the yeah, I did. My first car was a Lada, but at the time, we're talking 70s, Lada was something when come to Iraq. And especially this Lada was a story in 1979 when the Iraq football won something champion. The president Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr, he import from Russia or Soviet Union because it's made there Lada for footballer as a present, as a gift. Uh, and when the first car has been sold, my dad bought it for me on my birthday. And was Lada, wow, somebody have a Lada. And the life went till we finish school. I get a good degree and good numbers. Uh, my dream was really up till now, in this age, my dream to be an engineer. I like to be an engineer, civil engineer, building these houses and luxury. I still, in this age, even I didn't go to University of Engineering, I still drawing, how I do. I designed all my house. How many houses I have in Europe? I designed all my houses how I like it. And when I went to university, I saw Uday, he's applied there. I said, I'm not spending another 4 or 5 days with this idiot. I went to the law, something absolutely out of the numbers I get. I can be MD or a engineer or the numbers I get. But I went to the law. It's very classy. I said, okay, we go with the law. Finish my degree. And at the time, was Iraq-Iran war. They need soldiers, they need officers, they need. By Iraqi law, when you finish school or university, or you don't go to school, must you do the army things. At the time, when you are educated, university and like that, they give you a rank of officer on your shoulder. But if you don't have any, you be just soldier. Because I was tall and at the time, healthy and muscles and like that, they picked me to be a commandos. You know, we went to the commandos, training 6 months, straight away to the war. We was in a battle, as Iranian, as a shame to two nations to be fighting each other for no reason. Up till now, I fight, and I'm left nearly 30 years out. Until now, I don't know why we fight. I don't understand what's happened between these two countries because our relation when the Shah was different from when Khomeini
Sure.
came. Uh, as I hear, because my dad, he was going holiday to Iran in the Shah time. He was saying it's Paris of Middle East. It's so nice, so this and that. But politics change and stuff is changed, and Khomeini come in. We start hate each other. War start, and war is not a fun thing. Is not something to
No
enjoy.
question.
No matter what you do, it's not a fun place to go. And I was seeing, in front of me, my soldier be killed. I've been injured several times. Uh, I see Iranian dead. I see Iraqi dead. But all was the question in my head. why we are here. In my head, I was more open in politics, but in my head, my father, he hate politics. He said, don't talk politics, don't say anything. Even the wall have ear to hear you in Iraq. And this is the problem with me. Even my father was saying to me, you don't listen, you have a stone head. What in your head you heard, you do it. I was sitting, for example, in a bunker in the night, sometime peaceful, is not 2, 3 hours, no shot hearing, no bombing, no nothing. I think with myself, I have a candle and two soldier, three soldiers, and I say to them, why we are here? Why? I was saying loudly to them, and they was terrified because the similarity at the time between us and the shape of our face looked like more. I am related to this family, especially Tikrit and Al Auja, all similar face, thick mustache, and all that. When I was saying to them, look, we are brothers here. Don't look at my rank, don't look at I'm officer, but I'm asking you, as a human, as Iraqi, why we are here? Why we don't see Uday and Qusay, the other son, fighting here? They terrified. They don't know what they answer me because they think I am one of them and I'm spying, for example. But anyway, one day my general called me. We are on the front line. It was like between us 600 meters, no more than that, between the first line with the Iranian. Uh, he called. We have like a radio. It's common called Rakal. I like, sir, it's the general. I said, okay. He said, you coming now? You leave everything. You coming now? At the time was like lot of water around us. They send a small boat to us and bring it. And we won. I won. He say, what did you do, Latif? I say, I didn't do anything, sir. He say, look at this letter coming from palace. I say, which palace? He say, how many palace in Iraq? The Republic Palace. I look at the letter and, must be Latif Yahya coming in 72 hours to the palace and like that. Anyway, I took my car and I went. I went. It's like a reception. I give the letter. He say just sit there. Uh, I wait like 10, 15 minutes. Um, Another guy coming. They put me in a car, dark. You can't see anything. Car is going around and there and left and right, and I don't know where is we going. In the end, I was in front of palace, shaped the door like an eagle. And here I went inside. Somebody come to me and stay here 1 second, sir. Okay. Uh, the other door is open. Uday, front of me. How are you, my friend? How are you keeping?
This
Like,
is Uday. Uday is in front of you. This is Saddam's son that's in front of you.
yeah.
Okay.
And I look at him and I say, I'm good. He say, well done. What you doing? You have a few medals now, and you're a good fighter, and all these reports coming about you, and this and that. And sit down, and he bring a cigar for me, and he just clicked something, and orange juice coming, and fruit on the table, and that. Oh, it's a long old days, and start talking. And he said, to make it short to you, what about you become Saddam's son? And I smiled and I said to him, we are all Saddam's sons. In Iraq, we are all Saddam's sons. He said, no, uh, I want to be your real Saddam's son. I want you to be my Fidai. Fidai, sacrifice yourself for somebody else. And I try to play stupid or idiot. And I say, what do you mean, bodyguard, security? He say, no. I want you to be Uday. And he started explaining to me and like that. But the picture in my head, my dad, my mother, my sisters, my brothers, Baghdad, Iraq, everything is going in my head. And the report coming from intelligence service, they say you look like me, and ha ha ha, this he's talking, and I say, any choice? He said to me, yeah, sure, we have choice. We are in a free country. You can say what you want to say, and if you refuse, I say, if I say yes, what's happened? If I say no, what's happened? He said to me, if you say yes, you'll be okay. My power, everything is you. If you say no, I shake hands with you and you go to your army and finish. I say, great. I say, Uday, we are, friends and, I'm in the army and, we are just another year or how long got to be. I finish. I go with my business and my dad business and like that. And before even I finished, I see his eyes just like start fire out of it. And he say, this mean you're refusing. I say, you give me the choice, and I'm saying to you, was a glass of juice in my hand. He kicked it. Somebody come and take my ring out, folded my eye. Uh, my head is down, like push me to the boot of the car, not even in the car, in the boot of the car, driving around and like that, pick me from the boot, your head down, 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 open a door, and they pushed me straight away. I was to the wall. They took this what they covered my eyes with. Everything is red. Light, wall, floor, door, everything is red. Painted red. No window, no nothing you can see the time in it. And they shut it down. It's 1 meter by 1 meter. Even you can't sit or not comfortable. And not toilet, no nothing. There's a little hole in the floor and that's it. I don't know how long I spent exactly, but I was counted 6, 7 days because even with that, they was confuse me. They give me, for example, in the breakfast, they give me dinner, and the dinner they give me breakfast, and
Mm.
just to don't know where you are, what time, is it
Wow.
day or night? Uh, but it's, it's not toilet, smell, psychologically
Yep.
after I learned, this is a war, psychologically war coming from Russian or Soviet Union intelligence service, what they was training the Iraqi intelligence service for that, what called psychologically war. Here, what, 6, 7 days, the door is open. Was Uday and was another guy with him. What, he live in Jordan? No. And he said to me, did you change your mind now, or do you want me to bring your sisters here? And you know what this means. I say, no, please, I do anything you want. Leave my family alone. He say, okay. I was, 7 days, same clothes, dirty, and like this. He said, come out. I come out. They didn't fold my eye. They didn't do anything to me. I come out. I saw myself. This is the palace, of, and they have special prison for really serious people. They hate them. Anyway, he took me to the car, drove about 10 minutes to Project 7, called the Project 7. This is one of the palace. And here, everything in my life completely changed. Changed to in a bad way, in a really bad way. But anybody else, if he didn't coming from multi-family, for him is wow or everything, And I be slave for him is no problem how he treated me, but I'm not a slave. I born free, man. And sometimes even I don't listen to my dad because this is me.
Hmm.
But he say, look, all these people around here is you now. They look after you, they do everything for you, and this and that. Go have a shower. They bring me it's a nice shower, it's a palace one, and everything is clean, nice. The perfume is here, it's this here. I have my shower. They show me my room. It's really big bed, and everything is luxury. And they left me few days there. Top food, top drink, top everything. I wasn't at the time drinking alcohol. Even I didn't, this heavy smoker. About a week, less than a week, people come. I don't know who they are, but they don't look like Iraqi. They start seeing Latif. Strip, please. What do you mean strip? Strip, please. Everything. My weight, my height, teeth, color, skin, all that has been checked. I wrote it down. I was shorter, of Uday about 3 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter.
Uday
There
is
was,
6'6". He's very tall.
he's very tall,
So
yeah.
that means you're also very tall.
Hmm?
You're also tall.
I am tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but not same Uday. Uh, يعني, this between us, like, they checked everything, was even the voice very, very close. Even the doctor, they say, how this happened. My age, I am just 4 years uh, older of Uday. He born 14, I born 14th of June, 64. He born 18th of June, 64. You know, I can't be more coincident of that.
Wait.
Uh,
You guys are 4 days apart from your birthday?
yes, I am older of him 4 days.
Wow.
And they start checking and everything. Uh, they say the height, after a few days, the height got to be sold, have a high shoes. They put at the time uh, a general, he was my mate, just in the bed, he don't be with me. He training me every single thing, you know, showing me videos, showing me this, showing me that. But the training at the time does not start till they did my teeth, my front teeth, all has been changed because other he have teeth forward. They make it exactly like him. The gap between the teeth, all that sorted. Was the chin? They did the operation. I have a beard. You can see it. It's open the chin. Something they drilled. Or I did all these operations when I come out to the west. I took everything out, and after that, I have a break, and really the bad suffering start. My background is not for these things. I didn't saw these things. When I was child, I was very soft. Even in the army, I was very soft. Even we are commandos, most we don't care, but I was soft, you know. And anyway, training was the first few weeks watching videos. What kind of videos? How they movement, smoking, walking, talking, move on hand, in a speech, how he stand up, how he sit in his chair, even when you come in to sit in your chair and which way you sit, all that. the hard part starts of watching torture. What I was hearing about it, but I never saw it. The first half an hour, less than half an hour, I become really ill and sick. I threw it from my head. I can't take it. And every time I threw, they push my head back. Watch. I watch and watch and watch and watch. Day after day after day and week after week, becoming normal in my eye. And this is again as a part of intelligence service training. This passed, but the worst is coming. All this torture I was seeing in the videos, I was sick. But how about to see it live? There was a bringing me somewhere, the special prison, and here you see the torture live, and you see how the people tortured and how the nails, teeth, cables in the back, and everything. This, when I asked Mun'im, what he was the general of the intelligence service, why I going through that, he said to kill your heart, to don't feel sorry for anybody, to be part of Ba'ath party. If you don't be like that, you don't survive in Iraq. You don't survive as a government. And you present his son, Saddam's son, you don't survive. Must you have that? All that is done, and really, even my personality starts changing. But it's still in my backyard, say I am Latif Yahya, not Uday Saddam.
Interesting. So at this point, you've watched, they've conditioned your mind. They got to kill your heart. They got to get you to realize that this is a normal life. So this is not gonna, hurt you. You're getting colder. You're, becoming a little bit more acceptance of the life of what it could like to be Uday, and keep
Rough.
going through this. So now, what happens next after this, where you actually get to see Uday, and at what point do you start spending more time with Saddam Hussein because they didn't want him to be in public in dangerous places? They wanted you to be in public. What ways were you used?
Uh, Between the training, I was meeting Uday. Time to time, he coming. It's not like I finished meeting him. He was time to time, he coming to see and where we are and how we talk. And he was laughing, he was really laughing. And I don't know why, but he was laughing anyway. After all this finished, they come in, go have a shower, go have this, go have that. Uh, a doctor come in, he tested me and my mouth, hand. It's like they have tissues cleaning my hand. They bring brand new suit, brand shirt, everything new from shoes, socks, everything is new. What's going on is don't ask, we go to see. About an hour later, car come in, Mun'am with me, another car behind us, and this is where I met the president for the first time.
How was his demeanor when you met him? How was he with you?
Uh, he was sitting in his desk and he was writing something and just put his head up and smiled. Uh, and he looked at me, welcoming me. He shake my hand, sit down. I sit. Was very good, very nice. Not what we hear about him. Funny. He say, God, he give me two sons. You are the third now. Anything you want, ask. Anything in your dream, just ask. But try don't make me angry. Only this word. And I said, sure, sir. I don't do anything make you angry. But to be fair, he liked me. He really liked me. He never hurt me. He always called me a son, and he mean it when he said to me. He always say to my shoulder, "Everything okay? Nobody upsetting you?" No, I'm okay. Perfect. That's it.
Got it. Now, at this point, your family, you're not in contact with your family. Does your family know what's going on or no?
My family, they told them Latif he been killed in the war, but his body we can't get him. Iranian passed this line, and we can't get him. They did a funeral for me. Nobody know Latif. He's in different place. That's it. Even I still have the picture of this, the black sign they put when somebody killed in the war, my name in it, and I have the video of my funeral.
You have the video of your
Uh,
funeral.
yes, I have it. Yeah, I have all these photos they took um, for the funeral. As an army person, he killed in the war.
How long from that until they found out you were alive? How many years was that?
Less than two.
Oh, less than 2 years until they found out.
Yeah,
Okay, got
yeah,
it. So now you're in the family. Saddam's calling you his son. I had two, now I have three. Anybody making you upset, cry, don't make me hungry. He's telling you all this of his mindset. Um,
yeah.
when did you start seeing how Uday lived and how he behaved?
I saw him, I think, second week of when I was in the palace. When he was coming, he bring girls with him. Oh, if you like somebody, take her, take her. Like, look, take her. I say, no, I'm here for something else. But after I finish all these training, he start coming. If he don't want me to go for him as a body double, uh, he say, okay, you come and partying with me. Shave your beard, okay? Shave your beard. I just be mustache. I dress like a just normal suit. I carrying a gun and all that, and go behind him. We with him in his car. But the parties I was seeing, uh, I don't think a king or prince or playboy in the world do these parties. Um,
When you say that, what do you mean by that? Well, give us a little bit of description.
one of the parties was his birthday. There's a lot of close friend to him. I don't think he have a friend, but I call them pimp. I'm sorry for this word, but this is the reality. What I saw, I call them pimps because they bring in girls. Uh, they do every dirty thing just to be close to him. One of the party was his birthday. About 50 girls there, and about 20 what called friends. And I was in a corner having my cigar and a cognac beside me. Just past 12 o'clock, he took his machine gun and started shooting here and there. He was absolutely blocked, drunk. Everyone stripped. Everyone take his clothes. Everyone took his clothes out. All of them. You don't see any clothes in the place, men and women. This is one of the crazy things. Really, till now the picture I can imagine it. I was there.
So they take their clothes off. Everybody took their clothes off.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Okay, got it. So everybody, he was just asking to, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say he took out the machine gun and did something to harm those girls. Because
No.
what I read about him, and study about him over the years, because you want to know what the family was like.
Hmm.
They say, based on what you read about, he was more.
Psychopath.
He was a
Psychopath.
psycho. He was meaner. He was more vicious than his father ever was. He took the level of viciousness to new heights. Is that a pretty true statement, or was his father more vicious than he was?
No, he passed his father. He passed a lot. At least his father, when he was doing all these stuff, he have strategy in his life. He was doing that for a politic issue, for something he want to get in Iraq. But Uday, he was doing it for maniac things. There's nothing is benefit of him. Uh, you don't know what he wants. Sometimes you see him really laugh with a big mouth, and half an hour later, sitting in a corner crying like a baby. This kind of Uday personality. You don't know what he wants. You don't know why he's doing that. Uh, when he drunk, twice I heard from him. He said to me, "My dad don't like me. He like Kosai more than me. This is why he don't want to give me a power. This is why he put Kosai as a head of his security. He didn't put me." I want to answer him, but I know my neck to be bye bye.
Now, Kosai was a little bit more reserved to himself. He was a little shy, a little quiet, but he was calculating. He had his dad's calculating side based on what I read about him, but he wasn't that public about it. And I know there
No,
was one time where he became the leader of Secret Service, and his dad, I think in 1984, made Uday the chairman of the Iraqi Olympic Committee,
yeah,
and he wanted to
this
be
is
the
the
Secret
funny.
Service. Yeah.
Uh, Qusay, the second son, he's more close to his dad. This is why his dad trusts him more. One, he's not like Uday. He married, even he's the youngest one. He's very, very clever. For me personally, I like him. Uh, very, very intelligent. He treats his people with him as a friend and a brothers. He don't hurt them like Uday. What he do? If he don't like you, even you're close in my as a group, as a fun, they say, okay, take him, shave his head, shave his eyebrows, send him to this place where be tortured. Okay, just for fun, for 10 days. Enough, he's joking. And this is what he do. But Qusay, no, no. He give a chance, second. He sit with you, talk in a human way. Sometimes he say to you, don't look at me as Saddam, son. Look at me as a brother to your friend. Why you behave like that? But Saddam and Qusay, they was very hard and strong with their family and they tribe, for example. If any Iraqi do something wrong, I give you the example, maybe get forgiveness. A lot of forgiveness happen at the time. But anybody belong to Saddam family, cousin or cousin of cousin, or coming from Tikrit, he been 10 times punished more than normal person. Because Saddam and Qusay, they was telling them, when you behave like that, you hitting my name. And Saddam, to be very honest with you, he was caring about his name so much. I saw one of his, uh, he was captain. Yeah, he was captain. One of the times they sent me for torture, and was Saddam closest, sec- security with him, and from Tikrit because he did something unusual in the street. He hit the traffic light or something was red, and he sent him where I was being tortured for a month. And he's a captain, and he's Saddam family.
Because he hit a red light?
Yeah, he said because you behave, you are belong to Saddam name. When people know you are my bodyguard and behave like that, how the normal people go to respect the law?
It seemed like the father and the son were always at war, like Saddam and Uday. I remember one time, I think, did Uday one time accidentally shoot off his uncle, Saddam's brother?
Brother,
What
yeah,
happened?
have a
What
brother,
happened
yeah.
to that story?
This is after I left.
Oh, that's after you.
I hear
Yeah.
after I left, I heard that from one of these guys was with him. Uh, but I tell you about Kamel Hanna, what was Saddam food tester, and his Saddam was calling him son. You know, more very close to him. He's a Christian person, but he and his family work all for Saddam since he was kid. And I remember was a party, and Mubarak, president of Egypt, ex president, visit Iraq, and Kamel Hanna did a party for them, you know, as a welcome into the country. I think by order of Saddam to do a welcoming party for them. We was uh, like a few buildings in Al Habbaniya, and we coming from Habbaniya to this place where it's called probably Palace Space or something like that, as I can't translate it exactly in English. Uh, I was sitting, and Uday, he was going around. Kamel Hanna invite every single one except Uday. And at the time was a few months or less than a year, Saddam married secretly, and this is what I break the news when I come out. Another woman, her name Samira, and was through Kamel Hanna. And Uday, he hated Kamel Hanna because of that. How you get a woman instead of my mother. And here was a war between them, but he can't touch him because he know how valuable Kamel Hanna to Saddam and very close to him. He can't touch him. Anyway, he started drinking. You can hear the music and the singer from the other side. Uday, he say to one of these guys around him, go tell him, because Kamel Hanna, I think he become a little bit drunk. He took his machine gun as celebration, you know, Middle East, shooting
Hmm.
as a welcome. He told him, go tell this idiot to stop shooting. He went and he saw Kamel Hanna, he was shooting. And Kamel Hanna told him, tell Uday, I'm not taking order of him. The only person I took order of him is Saddam Hussein. And it's like I was sitting in the couch and my leg is up, and another guy was having fun drink. Uday, he have like a sticker, but very long with a hard head, and you can take it up as a sword. When you pull it up, there's a sword inside. He went and we go after him. Where are you going? Nobody talk to me. Nobody pushing here and pushing here. We went around. He went to Kamel Hanna with this heavy stick straight away to his head. Few times you can see the blood just keep going, keep going. Take the knife straight away, cut his neck, take the gun, start shooting here and there. Everyone terrified. They took Mubarak's wife in a different car. Straight away, the palace informed Kamel Hanna he been shot and been this and that. I remember the president coming into the garden with the cars. A day he ran to where we was. He went to the bathroom and closed the door, shut it down completely, uh, screaming in the bathroom. We try to open the door, asking him to open the door. Nothing. He keeps screaming, screaming till completely the voice is gone and no more. He can't. I can't hear. We call him, no answer. We break the door. He was on the floor. He took a lot of tablets. Was I don't know what they are. A lot. He took it a lot. He went to kill himself. Put him in the car to the hospital. Was hospital belonged to the palace called Ibn Sina. And in this hospital, they did what they did with him. We was around him, President Common, uh, but he looked at everyone as a piece of dirt. Uh, why he didn't stop him on this? He took Uday. He was lying in the bed and took him like that, started slapping him. You must be dead. You must be this. You're shaming me, shaming the family. And anyway, I will put you in the jail for all your life. And if I can hang you, but I leave this to the justice, he said. And he put Saddam order, he put the judge is the one of the most powerful person in Iraq. And he said, don't look at him as my son. Judge him as a murder for any person. And believe it or not, okay, we say what they say, Saddam dictator and like that. But the judge, he sent Uday to death penalty. Uday mother contact King Hussein of Jordan to involve in this problem.
Wow.
Uday has been taken to really, really horrible prison cell. Really bad. I mean bad, 3 doors to go inside the cell. 3 doors. And he, by order of Saddam, he don't give him except bread and water. Nothing else. Bread, water. No other another thing. And if I hear anybody treated him or look at him as Saddam's son, I will put him with him. And he put, I remember, 3 officers of his security to spy if somebody break the rule. Till one day we see the plane of King Hussein arrived in Baghdad, and President Saddam, he go to the airport, pick him, and King Hussein of Jordan involved to give an amnesty to Uday. And in Arabic ways or Middle Eastern ways, when somebody come and asking you for forgiveness or all that, you should take it. And this is a king and was, friend with Iraq and like that. He can't go back without of get what he want. And here Saddam say, okay, I don't let you go without of do what you ask me, but he's a shame in me. I don't want him in Iraq anymore. I want to kick him out of Iraq and he never come back here. And this is what they agree. He ordered, I think, all these pimps, we can say, to be jailed. I've been put back to Project 7. I'm not allowed to go anywhere. I think 2.5 months we heard Uday after they sent him to Switzerland as an exile. Don't come back. He killed somebody else in Switzerland because it was a diplomatic community what to have. He's not allowed to be arrested. He's been deported back to Iraq. Back again to same circle.
When he came back, he went back to the regular life again.
Regular, we don't say regular, but he become worse actually.
Wait, he became worse when he got back?
Yeah, okay. Worse. I mean worse, it's not like what he left before that.
So was he the kind of person that hated being humiliated by his dad?
Yes. He was really, what he was saying when he drunk? He's saying, if my dad go and I become president, I make every Iraqi feel guilty Saddam is gone. And you imagine what he was thinking.
Um, would you say he had a deep hatred towards his father, or no? Like, did he hate his dad, or was it complicated?
Hate love.
Okay. Did he want to
He
take over that and be the president? Did he have aspirations of being president?
this
Okay.
Yes, I can say this 100% what was in his head, his thinking. Uh, Even Qusay, when he was saying, sometimes they argue, you know, this is between Uday and Qusay. You don't see them. Very, very rare they are together, very rare because they always argue. And Qusay, even he's younger, he telling him, okay, you want to be president after the president, God give him life. But with this behavior, you don't belong in this chair if you get it. And this is always the argument between them.
Kosei would say that to Uday, or Uday would say to
Yeah.
Kosei?
No,
Kosei would say,
Qusay saying to Uday.
got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Got it. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you see these stories of what happens with them. So at what point did you say, I got to get out of this? I don't want to do this anymore. How long did that take? Because I know you said that your family thought you were dead for 2 years, but 2 years later they found out you were not dead. When did you say, I want out of this life?
I tried to kill myself.
How? What
I
happened?
tried to kill
What caused you to get to that point?
One time I was sitting in the top building of Iraqi Olympic Committee. Uday, he raped a girl. And the father, he was very known in Baghdad as famous person. He coming to complain and say to him, you raped my daughter and this and that. Uday was sitting behind his desk office and he starts shouting to him, oh, what do you want? And your daughter, she's a whore. And, he starts screaming. And the other man, he can't hear somebody call his doctor whore. Uh, he did something, as I remember, spitting him or something bad word he said. I was sitting on this left, there's a table in front of me, fruit, and he threw his gun to me like that, and he said to me, shoot him. I took the gun and I put it in the chair. They say, shoot him. I say, no, I'm not doing that. You want to shoot him, you do it. It's not me. No, I order you to shoot you. I say, okay. Took the knife and I start cutting myself. Think if you can see here,
Mm-hmm.
and here, both sides. Just the blood was all over. You crazy? This what hospital? They bring me to hospital. Yeah, stitches and like this. He come on, you're crazy. You are this. You are that. Anyway, to make it a little bit shorter, till I met the president, I said to him, I don't want to complete work with this guy. He gave me a Mercedes 300 SEL, was 0 mileage in it. And before that, I've been tortured and thrown out of my family house. They didn't recognize me because the guy what he sit now in Jordan, he shaved my eyebrows, my head, mustache. This is in Middle East humiliation. My back, you can't see, only lines is open, blood. Anyway, I was really sore. They threw me like piece of potato, like bag of potato outside the home. And my mother, my sister didn't recognize who I am. only through my voice. You know, bald hair, bald is nothing. It's like boiled eggs. They took me in, and you are dead. We did a funeral for you. You know how this happened. I told them the story, and my dad, he have a friend. He have a private hospital in a good area. Uh, he bring me to this hospital. Was a poison in my blood. Become, must they change all my blood, from the torture and where they put me, and like the manhole
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of toilet stuff in it, dead cats, dead, every rats, everything. With all these torture and my skin is open and infected, they threw me inside this place, and I get really infected in my body completely. My dad, he bring me to this hospital. I stay over 40 days there. I was really, really saying with myself, that's it. Iraq is over for me. It's completely over. But what they teach me in intelligence service, I should use it now against them. Don't be stupid and do it quick. Think about it and learn what they teach you. How, and I was inside and I know how system work.
Mm-hmm.
Till one day after I really get out of the hospital, little bit, my eyebrows, my hair start growing. He sent somebody and called me Uday. He have a party in Al Rashid Milia Mansour Hotel. All these group got to be on Must You Coming. Uh, Before that, I had a car. I'm a fan of cars. I buy really up till now, in this age, I buy anything unusual, I buy it. Was a Cadillac. Uh, if you see old videos of President Ahmed Hassan al-Bakr, uh, long limousine, black one, I bought it because of the history of it. I bought it, and I want to sell it after time. One of his pimps, he want to buy it. I said, no, I'm not selling it with the price you want to buy it. He said, okay, wait, what's going to happen? Make it shorter. He went to Uday and told him, Latif told me I'm not selling cars for Uday pimps. And here, when he saw me in Al Miria Mansour Hotel, take this to me. Shouting this, I took my girl, what she was with me, what she's went to the left, went to go down. Before the door closed, he starts shooting, shooting, shooting. Then I get one on my shoulder. Go down. I took my car. I never stopped till Mosul.
Got it.
I didn't. I from the hotel till Mosul, but I was being chased by gang. But I'm a good driver, good Mercedes, no stop, and every checkpoint I go like half kilometer before I put the sensor out of the lights inside. They open the no check, no nothing. Anyway, I went to Mosul. From Mosul, they smuggled me to Kurdistan, and another part of life start here, another chapter.
Done. So that was it. You were out. You left. Everything. That's the last
That
time you've been
that's
to
it.
Iraq.
November 1991.
November 1991. So the assassination attempts then start. You had 3 in Vienna. I believe you had 1 in London and 1 in Norway, right? Or am I missing one?
Correct. Correct.
So they're still chasing you no matter where you were going.
Yeah.
And when we say they, is they Uday, or is it Uday, Kosei, and Saddam?
Not Saddam. I can say to you 100%, and I tell you the reason now. And definitely not Qusay, because I was in contact with Qusay, was Uday.
Got it. So you know it wasn't Jose, you know it wasn't Saddam, but you know it was Uday's people that are coming after you.
Yeah.
Got it. So you leave. You go and start your own new life. Are you following everything with the story, with the plans of wanting to retaliate against Uday? And if yes, how did you?
Okay, here, first of all, if I go back nearly 30 years back, one, I don't write any book. Two, I be disappeared. Three, I don't be in the media. Four, I never say anything about my ex life. And I live my life and I have my passport, my great family, my this. Since the book, I wrote it and I start in the media, my life demolished. Up till now, I'm talking to you, I don't have a life. Even Saddam gone, even Ba'ath gone, even Muammar, Saddam and Uday gone. But another chapter start with another government in Iraq now. Exactly worse what Uday did to me. Since Saddam fell, I have 4 death penalty issued by this new regime in Iraq.
Why though?
I was dream.
What intel do you? What intel do you have that scares them, that concerns them?
I have a mouth, and I know them. And those people, we was in the same team of Iraqi opposition. I know up and down of those guys. What the guy, he was driving my kids, Omar, 27 years ago to school. He become prime minister. You imagine in Iraq, then another one, she was a chef cooking in my house. She become third secretary in Iraqi embassy in Holland. You know, everyone out of my house, he become leader now. A people, you know, Ibrahim al-Ja'fari, this guy, what he become second prime minister in Iraq. He's registered in London. He's a psychopath. He went to the social welfare, excuse me, PM himself because they cut his £100 of rent. And now £6 billion he owned in Britain. £6 million. And this is a small fish. And when I talk, maybe you visit my channel on YouTube, you know, this is 6th channel, verified channel. They shut it down for me. 1.2 million follower in YouTube, verified channel page. One tick, gone. 1.5 million in Facebook, switch off. They buying people. They buy in people because they don't want to hear they dirt what I know about them. And I do life. Always I do life now with my follower. Even my enemy, they start following me and telling me you're telling the truth. You know, truth is hurt. Truth is hurt. Those guys what running Iraq make me personally, and this is first time I will say that, make me feel so sorry I was opposition to Saddam Hussein. Compare Saddam to those guys, he's a prophet coming from Allah or God, or call him what you call him. Compared to these guys, Saddam, he didn't kill in 35 years what those people killed in the past 17 years. Saddam, he was running the country up and down, and you have every month food. You go to your local shop, you get it for free. He was running Iraq 10 billion pounds, okay, a year. Now, 130 billion dollar, I say, A year, half of the nation living from rubbish. They don't have food. 17 years of democracy, no electricity, no water, no education, no medical health, no system, no nothing, absolutely nothing. We have Mosul gone, destroyed as a flat land now, but the Mosul of history. Every Sunni area has been destroyed. I'm not against anybody, not a religion, no anything. Nothing. I never talk religion because for me, religion is destroying of mind, no matter which way. I never talk religion or believe in this or that. I believe what hear, I believe what I see, I believe what I read, and after that I make my mind. You don't come to me and tell me 1400 years ago something happened. Where is your proof? Story, we can't tell a story. Those people, and they are not even Shia, you know, they saying they are Shia, but for me, no, I have a lot of friends Shia. They are nice people. They are educated people. They don't have this hate for other people. You know, I have so much Iranian friends. I have friends from Japan, from everywhere in the world. I never look at the person, which religion or background common. You know,
Latif,
even
question for you, because sometimes when you know, anytime we do interviews with anybody, we will typically do extensive research, and the team will get a lot of data, and we'll contact some people. Some of the people will say some of the stories you say you over exaggerate, and it didn't have. You know, you have
and
some,
fake
yeah, they're fake
and
stories.
fake.
They're not real. It didn't happen. You waited for them to die until you told the story when Uday died, and then you came up. So some of the people are saying that about you. What do you say to people that say none of these things you talk about are true? You've made up. What do you say to them?
Three newspaper wrote this. Three of them they are friends to each other. One, he start. He's in Ireland. He's not a journalist. Two, nothing to do with journalism. Three, when he wrote the article to The Guardian in Britain, he wrote it as opinion. If you go search of this guy background, he begged me in Ireland to come and do an interview with me, and I welcome him to my home. What is not easy for me to bring somebody to the home, but this guy he been paid to something do it. One, he's not a journalist. He write a small line in local paper about a new pubs is open in area, a new restaurant open, and I wrote a full article on my website about him. But at the time, give me one in whole world, from Trump to smallest person in the world, not being humiliated by media if he's, known, uh, or he have enemy, or have, jealousy kill sometime. When they saying Latif, nobody heard about him till he wait. Uday and Qusay die and Latif coming out. No. In 1993, my Facebook coming out in Vienna by Norca Verlag was a book, 1,000 page. Okay? 1993. This is 10 years early of Uday and Qusay.
Yep.
When the book come out, I get the first assassination attempt, I think, few weeks later. Second assassination attempt was a bomb under my car, and everything has been documented by the Austrian intelligence service. But they don't want to say it. Why? Because was an agenda between Iraq and two countries financially was at the time controlling Austria was Iran and Iraq. There was controlling the intelligence service. They have everything in Vienna. Was Iranian government and Iraqi government. At the time, all the Iraqi embassies after the second Gulf War, the invasion of Kuwait, has been shut down, except two, one in Switzerland and one in Vienna. Was international law, and they close everything. They don't have anything. And I was fighting. Okay. In 1994, I get the assassination attempt. In 1995, I get assassination attempt. In March 1995, I come to London running from Austria. I've been shot here, but the bullet doesn't come to me. It was one of my guys. Again, Uday personally called me. I was wishing at the time in 95, like we have this technology, can record by the phone, you know. He said to me, 3rd of July 1995, your dad is here in my office. If you don't stop, you never see your dad again. Here you go. This is your dad. I talked to my dad. The one word say to me, God make my life, God he take it. Not this motherfucker. Okay? This brave man, 4th of July, next day, after 12 hours, I think, no more than that, my father is killed. I paid the price. Until now, I am eating myself because of that. But again, where those people was, okay, when I sit, we can't say media can be full, right? Media, they have their sources. And half of the media, they have very good connection with intelligence service. It is not intelligence service, police, secret service, I don't know what. Correct? How can Latif Yahya fool the world from 92 up till 2003? Right? Two, how can Latif Yahya sit and make up this story? If you read the book, I wrote it in 1992, correct? If I wasn't inside this, how I know every nails were in the palace? I described the palace exactly how I lived in it, correct? Who can go in this world to Saddam Palace and live there, correct? You can't drive even outside the palace in Baghdad. How can I be inside and describe all these, what inside the palace and the secret and everything and all that? Intelligence service here in the West, they say to me, oh, now we found because an article or two somebody wrote about you. Second journalist, Ed Caesar. Ed Caesar contact the producing company when we was filming in Malta. Who is Ed Caesar? He's a friend with this guy in Ireland. Okay? He told him, if you read the article, ex-wife, I don't know what. Okay, give me one ex. If she was good, she don't be ex, correct? If she is an ex, she got to talk good about Latif Yahya? No, correct?
Hmm.
She got to fabricate a story and say a story and like that. But again, I answer, even she's my ex, because I don't like the drugs. Because I don't like somebody stealing from my bank account. Because I don't like somebody sit having sex in my house, in my bed, when I'm traveling for business. And when I catch them, okay, this is what happened. This is the Irish police. And when I been hit by Irish police, 21 stitches in my face, a broken nose, everything. Since I've been injured this 11th of April 2000, up till now, today, 7th of December 2020, I want to bring this sergeant to court. I can't. With all the power I have, with all the money I have, with all the lawyer I have, I can't. This is the West, okay? They can put you up, 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 But when they finish off you, they destroy your life. And here in the West, you can see the fabrication of people when they come and claim refugee status. And you can see the fabrication of lot of people who claim refugee status, but they've been sold themselves. Yeah, they get political refugee status. Why is somebody like Latif Yahya, nearly 30 years, 30 years, if I was killed 10 people, I don't sit in a prison 30 years, correct? 30 years, only 2 years ago, Britain gave me refugee status. 2 years ago, okay?
Wow.
Working, paying tax. My ex-wife, she was Irish, 18 years in Ireland, 22 million euro investment, no criminal record. My kid's Irish. Uh, my wife Irish. I own everything. I don't claim anything, but still, no. 3 times they reject me. Minister discretion. Why? I found in the end why, because I was one of my interviews did with uh, Hard Talk, British program, because I stripped the Irish government, and this is the truth. I didn't do something because they are corrupt. I talk about them because they always ask bribery from me for any project I do. Must I give brown envelope to my project be gone? It's like I'm sitting in Iraq or Iran or I don't know where. It's not a European country. 18 years with investment and everything, they reject me. I left Ireland after they kicked me out with no reason. 18 years, they give me investor visa. Every year must I go and get my renewal. 2014, I went to renew it. They refused. Why? You don't have any connection in this country anymore. Okay, what now? What should I do? You leave the country or you be by force deported to Iraq. Okay. And I say, you know what's happened to me if I go back to Iraq? Me say, this is what we can do. I say, excuse me. I say, fuck you and your country now. I left. I left like a gypsy every day somewhere. I start from Finland, coming to Sweden, coming to this. Everyone reject me. It's like I'm a disease. Somebody don't want to touch me. Why? Because they think I'm a trouble for them. They think if something happened to me, the country got to be blamed. Right? I come to Britain. I claim refugee status. My partner, she's British. My 2 kids, British. And they don't want to give me. They don't want to give me. 3.5 years. I have companies, I have business, I have everything, but I am not allowed to work. You pay in tax. It's okay, but you are not allowed to work till the decision comes. You can see how the business work here. Okay. And every single day, me and the lawyer sit, call the home office. And every one we get, he telling us different story. But we record all that. We record all that. In the end, have somewhere we found to complain about the home office, what they doing. We send the three record, each record 15 minutes. After the home office know I record every single thing, 5 days later I get my refugee status. 5 days does not take more. Exactly my birthday, 2018, 14th of June, registered post come to me. The postman say to me, must you sign here? I don't know what in it. I open it. Full status. Because they're afraid I go with these records out.
So now you're safe now where you are in Britain. You can stay there. You can work. You don't have to worry about going to another place.
No, I'm not worried, but I'm worried. See, Saddam Hussein at the time, we know the intelligence service, how it work, right? After 2003, with these mullahs what come into Iraq, they have already based in Britain. They have very old base here since 70s. Okay, the billions of pounds and dollars and the wealth coming to Britain from Iraq, unbelievable. Here, the threat back to Latif Yahya. Do you know just last week, the intelligence service or the police coming to my house telling me your life in danger. They put alarm in every single window connected to the police. They put a black box with a key and buttons, give it to me and my partner. This must be with you. And if I say, what's going on? He said, just if something happened, press this button. They know my life now, danger more on Saddam time. On Saddam time, I can play the game. And Saddam time, I can travel, I can go, I can get. But now, no, you know. And especially with this age. When I was in Ireland, before I come to Britain, I've been shot. I've been shot by Shia militias, but they put 5 million for my head. And this is why I'm disabled now. Where is the law? Where is the logic? What claim in Latif Yahya? He fabricated stuff and like that. And now when people go before hundreds of people and media and company, why you go Google Latif Yahya? Why always come in these bad article in the top? Over 100,000 page has been written. Why all these people always they put this up? You know, Google can play with those. Okay, why they put this? Because you see now everything fast. When you Google Sam now, and you put full name, the first two line comment, okay, if Sam is good, oh, perfect, I like this. I pick the perfect thing. I don't care about what the rest down. If Latif, oh, the first article, oh, fabrication, oh, he's lie, he's that. That's it. This is the picture straight away coming.
Yeah.
You know, because people become lazy. They don't go, I don't say be investigator, but ask to get an answer. You don't hear it. You don't hear it from here and there.
That's
I say to them, all those people, if you have, and now after the invasion, you have all the documentation of Iraqi intelligence service before. If you find anything against Latif Yahya, and the problem with the CIA in 1991 when they took me out, okay, they checked me. Twice they put me in lie detector. Okay? Twice. Not once, twice. And this is why they took me out. Why they didn't take at the time was, you know, the Kurdish war and there was a Turkish border. Why they didn't take 200,000 was there? Why they took Latif Yahya? Because they know I wasn't lying. They saw all these holes in my body. They saw all these torture. They saw photos and my ID. What they promised me to give it to me back, but they took me out and they said, we send it to you and never see it again. This is why I don't talk to media a lot, with all my respect to the media. Some of them is good, but this is why I pull out. I say, why I do it? I create more enemy because I tell how it's work and how I, you know, nearly 30 years in the media. I know every single thing, how is thing. Okay, who is better, me or BBC in Britain? Sure, BBC, right? 2 days ago was a program about Diana. After 20, 25 years. Channel 4, the British one, take the dirt of BBC 25 years ago, what they did with Diana, all fabrication, all the lie they BBC did to her, till being killed. And they are now in a really catastrophic way. And this is a BBC, the channel of the country.
Of course.
Fabricate a story against who? Diana. She's a princess. She's not Latif Yahya. And she's killed, and now all the dirt coming out. Lie is short, correct? If they had anything against Latif Yahya, long time ago was in the media. I don't want to somebody say he and she. No, put a document. What the people said about me was the pimp I was talking about them in the beginning of the program. Do you understand where I get it?
I know clearly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know clearly which one you're talking about. The story. By the way, a couple questions. Was there a double for Saddam as well, or no? Did he have a double? Because there's rumors he had a lot of doubles.
I saw one.
Okay.
Just one. Anybody else? And I was laughing about this book. The guy what he interrogates Saddam. He's a CIA or something. When he wrote the book, he says Saddam. He say I don't have double. No one go to say I have double, because when you have double, this means a coward.
Yeah.
And Saddam, he don't show. He's a coward person.
Got it.
Correct.
Yep. That's how I view. And then his sons, when they got killed July 22nd, 03, I believe it's July 22nd, 03. What were they killed from? I know there was an assassination attempt, but what do you know the story? Because I've heard a lot of different versions of it.
The man, what he say, whereas Uday and Qusay, he told the American they are there. Because this, when they come into this guy, I think Uday and Qusay, as I heard from a sister of them, okay, this is more, you can't go more closer of that. I think they give him a $3 million to stay a week till they sorted, because they was being kicked from Syria and they don't have anywhere to go till they go to this guy. What they know him, he was a part of friends of Saddam or something like that, and he went to American and told them they are in my house
for $3 million.
Yeah, plus the 25 of each. He get it.
Got it. So he made 53.
Yeah, 53, and he's in Monaco now, very happy.
Wow. So he made his 53 doing it that way. Well, Latif, I got to tell you, you got a lot of stories, and I appreciate you being cooperative and just kind of, taking every question and giving your perspective on what you have. I got to tell you, I remember the first time I saw the movie, and the actor that plays you and Uday,
Dominic.
Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, that movie, the acting in that movie is impeccable. I mean, I got to tell you, a lot of respect for that movie. When I saw it, I said, this is not an easy movie to do. This is not easy to be two parts, but he did a great job portraying the stories of what happened with you and Uday.
But about the movie, is not all true, as you know, as you saw it. They breached the contract with 11 paragraph. I sued them. I win. And I hope got to be remade for full story this time, with no change how the director changed it.
Hollywood has to add their own spice to it sometimes. They do it with
it's not in this way, because the script, I told them if something changed in the script, must I see it and sign for it. And this is why the breach of 11 paragraph was, and this is why I get my right back.
Very interesting. You got a lot of interesting stories, and Like I said at the beginning, you've lived an interesting life. You said not an interesting life, a rough life at the beginning. And congratulations on finally being a refugee of Britain and the family that you're over there. And I hope everything works out for you from here on moving forward.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Good to see you and good to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know about you, when you listen to the story for the first time, it almost doesn't seem real. You know, it's like, hey, you know, I was a double, and then you watch the movie, you read the book, you read the article. This is, if this story is true, this is an insane story of what he went through. I want to hear your thoughts. Comment below on what your takeaway was. And if you enjoyed this story, I did an interview with the youngest sergeant major in 2003, 2004. I believe he got promoted to sergeant major when Iraq goes down. He was the 21st soldier of the Iraqi army. At 17, 18, 19 years old, he becomes a sergeant major. If you haven't heard this story, it's a phenomenal story of Hamoudi Jassim. If you've not watched it, click over here to watch it. And if you've not subscribed to the channel,